How did we get building permits in just 3 days and convert a single family home into a legal duplex in just over 2 months? Well, we're gonna be finding out in this video because this is exactly what our clients did. I'm here with Victoria from Duplex Design who made this project happen. We're gonna be touring this property, going through what worked, what doesn't work, and key lessons learned.
Yeah, this is an exciting project, lots of possibilities, and we're able to get this completed in record time.
All right, let's go. Let's talk timelines first. So our client actually purchased this property, locked it in conditionally in mid-December, and we were trying to figure out the options. So initially we were looking at a triplex conversion, that could work, a duplex conversion could work, looking at an ADU potential there. And so we brought you in to check to see what's possible before we firmed up the deal.
Yeah, so I was brought on as the architect to verify that the plan that's being hatched by the Elevate team could definitely work. So this property is great, lots of options. So it's a 2-story semi. So each floor could have been converted into its own individual unit. So that'd be a triplex. But we decided after walking through it and talking to the client about their goals and objectives that a duplex might be the way to go, larger units, and just like a great opportunity to do like a quick, fast project, get the returns, and then bring that into the next deal.
Yeah, it's definitely faster. With 2 units, you qualify for the express permits. One less set of kitchens, one less set of bathrooms. And in this case, you don't have to underpin because you're only doing 2 units. So saves quite a bit of money. Closing was around 1.5 months. And during that period, you worked on the design.
Yeah, during the closing period, we put together the existing measure drawings. We put together the permit drawings, put that together with the HVAC drawings, packaged it all together. And then on day 1, we submitted the building permit to the city, and we got the permit really quickly. As you mentioned, it got through express building permit service. So that process was 3 days. We got the permit in hand.
Wow, so 3 days. But not all express permits are 3 days. That's
that's true. I think Elevate team is our lucky charm. So I think that's the way to go.
Yeah, so I mean, by doing the design in tandem with the closing period, we shaved off 1.5 to 2 months there for the design. And then going with the express permits, we also shaved off a lot of time. If you were to do 3 units, you're looking at what, like a 2-month period to get the permits?
Yeah, maybe like 6 to 8 weeks. So once you're into 3 units and above, you technically are part of a different category of building review. So it will take longer. So that was an additional benefit of going the duplex route.
Yeah, so like boom, 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 and then we get to construction. And to get this single family home converted into a legal cash flowing duplex, it took just a little bit over 2 months.
Yeah, it was incredibly fast, this building process. So I think as a first-time project, a duplex is a great opportunity because you get to try it out, right? Like you buy a deal, you look through the plans, you get it constructed, and you get your feet wet into the process. And then maybe after that point, you're more experienced into taking on a larger project. We had an existing bathroom on the 2nd floor because it was a single family home. So we kind of took advantage of that as more of a cosmetic reno there. And then we added a bathroom in the basement, which is fairly easy because all your plumbing is coming down to the basement anyway, so it's a matter of just connecting to it. And it was a unique kind of front-back split. The property's on a corner lot, so I had a lot of good opportunity to find access and to kind of split it into multiple units. In that way, I think there's a good kitchen living area for both units, and then they each have their own private bedroom areas.
All right, let's go for a tour.
All right, so we're standing in the rear unit. This window faces the backyard. And we're utilizing the existing rear door to enter into the unit, so no new openings had to be created. And where we're standing here is what used to be the existing kitchen, used to be on this wall. And then now we've reconfigured the plumbing so that we can have good access to the basement. And then now the kitchen is over here, which is what used to be the dining space, you could imagine. And this window is kind of like for the more formal dining area. So now the wall of this kitchen is a fire separation between the back unit, which we're standing in, and the front unit. This is a nice open kitchen living area. And then when we take the stairs down to the basement, that's where the bathroom and the bedrooms are. All right, so we're standing at the bottom of the stairs of the basement, and this was completely unfinished when this was purchased. So it is fully finished, turned into a 2-bedroom plus a bathroom. And it's not super high, but one fun fact about the recent building code changes, we're now using the building code 2024 in Ontario, and it's aligned with the national building code. And what that has allowed for in duplexes is for slightly lower heights. So we can get away with 6'5" in the basement and then 6'1" under ductwork and bulkheads. So if you know the building code, in 2012, Ontario is just a couple inches more than that. So now we've been able to legalize this basement, align with the building code in 2024, and yeah, make it a great 2-bedroom unit here. So we're standing here in the front unit. This is what used to be the living room in the original house. Front window that faces the street using the existing front door. And then now we've turned this into an open kitchen living space. Going up the stairs, that's where we'll see all 3 bedrooms and the bathroom. This is the original bathroom that was reconfigured. It had a really awkward layout, to be honest. Like when we walked through, it had a bathtub on this side, and then the toilet was right under the window, kind of off center, and then there's a little sink here. Really awkward layout. It is reconfigured. Now there's a great stand-up shower, toilet, sink, a little bit more of a common layout. So it's a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, and then all of this was actually just existing partition walls, so it's mostly a cosmetic renovation up here. One nice bonus feature of this property is that it comes with a garage that's already built. It's out of concrete block, it has good bones. One of the great aspects about it to turn into ADU is that it fronts another street. This is on a corner lot. So it's gonna have very easy access. If it is turned into its own unit, it'll be kind of like another house on the adjacent street. As of right, this could be turned into a studio unit. If the clients are willing to go through the minor variance process and go to the committee of adjustments, then it could be a possibility to build a 2nd story on top of the existing garage and then configure that into possibly more of a 1-bedroom or 1+ den. So lots of great possibilities for them to increase the value down the line after the duplex project.
Let's talk a little bit more about what works, what doesn't work. What do you think was worth it for this project?
Yeah, one of the biggest learning lessons I'd say for this project is you don't always have to do a big project. You know, like I think there's a lot of successes in making this a duplex. It was fast, the renovation time didn't take as long, and then now they can refinance and take that into the next project. And I think that's really important for maybe a newer investor. Sometimes you get into analysis paralysis, you want to do big projects, but sometimes it's good to just take it a step at a time. So a duplex is a great project to just kind of get your feet wet. And then if you loved it, then you can do another one or do a bigger project. Or, you know, at that point you can reevaluate once you're done.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And the other thing is to make sure you know what you're in for before you firm up on the deal, right? So that's why bring your architect in beforehand. Make sure you know what you can do, duplex, triplex, AD potential ahead of time before you commit, and then the chance of success will be a lot higher once you do that. Let's talk about the numbers a little bit more. Our clients bought this property for $830,000 towards the end of December. They put in $170,000 for the total construction. Keep in mind, every project is different. This one specifically is this amount, but always double check and get a quote before you decide to take on a project like this. So all in, the total cost was $1 million. And these days, properties like this are selling for around $1.1 to $1.2 million. Our clients put in a 20% down payment plus closing costs, plus construction costs. So all in, they put in around $360,000 of capital. And on refinancing, we're hopefully targeting at least 2/3 of that capital cashed back out. Now let's talk about rents. There's 2 units. There's the main and upper unit, which is a 3-bedroom apartment. And we're targeting around $3,000 a month in rents. The main and lower apartment, it's a 2-bedroom, but because a good portion of it is above grade, it can command higher rents possibly. So we're targeting at least $2,200 to maybe $2,400 per month, depending on the market. So after you deduct operating expenses, after you deduct mortgage payments, you're still at least positive cash flowing $1,200 per month. Now, if our clients go back to refinance and cash out some of their capital, the mortgage payment does go up, but still, because of the strong rents, they would still be positive cash flowing even on refinance. If you have any questions about multiplex conversions in general, feel free to drop them in the comments. But if you have more specific questions about your personal project, Victoria, how do we reach you?
Yeah, for sure. We're always here to help. You know, if you have a property that you're interested in looking at converting, then we're always here to, you know, help you evaluate those possibilities and make sure that you can meet all the codes, get it done, and meet all your financial goals. Best way would be either on Instagram. You can send me a message. My tag or handle is @BuildXLab, or you can send me an email. It's victoria@buildxdesign.ca. You can check out some of our projects on our website, buildxdesign.ca.
All right, thanks so much for
right,
joining
thank
me
you.
for this. If you enjoy content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And if you want help buying or investing in multiplex or multiplexable properties, feel free to reach out to the Elevate team and book a call with us right here.